everyone. Sorry, we had to interrupt this a little bit. Like I said, it's our first show. There's a lot of glitches, and so a lot of stuff. Uh, Vernon, you want to back up a little bit? The camera's too close to your face. Your face is chopped up. I don't know if you can do that. That's
Okay.
fine. They don't want to see our face anyways. They want to hear what we say. So we were talking.
No, they want to hear
I
what we
was
say.
exactly. This is part two of the show. We had to do some adjustment here. In any case, so we were talking about building the business organically using social media, correct? And I was talking about
Yes.
how you do have a business page and you do have a personal page.
Hmm.
So a business page, unless you willing to pay to play, a business page it's good to have, but it's not going to grow. You have to be willing to spend the money on
Hmm.
it, right? So I have two pages. I have the
Right.
my business one, which is a business one, and then I have my personal one. My personal one is really my business one. Again, you want to keep it Switzerland. We talk about keeping it Switzerland. Um, uh, Man, this is my OC is getting in the way. I don't see your mouth. Bring the camera down a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sure.
you're good. You're
Yeah.
good. We don't. Yeah, you get perfect right there.
That better?
So
Okay.
perfect. So yeah, you want to keep it Switzerland. So Republican, Democrat, Independent, pro guns, pro this, pro that, pro chocolate, pro whatever. Keep it
Hmm.
off of social media. You'll be surprised who you offend. I lost a client over the
Hmm.
Florida Gators. Like I said, and keep your drama out of social media. So
Hmm.
uh, like I said my personal is really my business. I keep it Switzerland. People want to know who you are. They want to do business with people they know and they like. So people know that I have a family. They know a little bit about. I put pictures of my kids, a little bit about my wife. I don't put any drama thing in there. I'll put a lot of humor in there. Humor attracts people. Make it very interesting. But I also
Hmm.
post about real estate, like this podcast we're doing today. I took a picture before me and Vernon started. I'm going to post it here. Actually, I already posted it. Uh, you want to remind people 2-3 times a day that you're in real estate.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm.
you don't want to be a secret agent. You'll be shocked. There was an agent that called me from Florida. She wants to join our group. I couldn't find her. I couldn't, not on Google, not on Zillow, not on Trulia, nowhere. I finally called her. I was like, what? She was using a different name on her social media than she was, and
Hmm.
she was wondering
Hmm.
why she is struggling in real estate for the last 3 years. Nobody knows who
Right.
she is. So
Hmm.
you got to post social media very, very a lot. Like I said, don't. I don't like the businessy one. I put the business stuff because I have to. That typically goes on my business page, like MLS number this. Give me an example. You're doing an
Hmm.
open house. Make it interesting, right? Well, I'm at Kroger shopping. Do a video, right? People love videos, right? I'm shopping at Kroger for cookies for this open house that I'm doing Sunday. Remember, you're reminding people that you're doing an open house Sunday once again, but now you're talking about cookies.
Hmm.
Should I do macadamia
Hmm.
nuts or chocolate chip and take a picture of that? Right? It's interesting. Pictures are very interesting. People look at images. People look at stuff like that. So you reminded somebody that you're a realtor without telling them in their face, "Hey, do you want to sell something?" How many of you had a neighbor that
Hmm.
sold a house? Like, dang it, I've been his neighbor for 10 years. He went and got someone else.
Sure.
That neighbor did
Sure.
not know you were a realtor. I mean, we're talking about
No.
Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola's who doesn't know Coke? Who doesn't know Pepsi? They
Mm.
spend billions and billions of dollars to be in your face, right? I was talking earlier about my neighbor who had a pet food store next to my office and never went to her. I'll forget. She didn't have a sign. We are visual.
Mhm.
You gotta be in front of
Sure.
people.
Right.
So you don't want to be that secret agent. There's 1.8 million agents in the United States. Yeah, you can't be hidden. You got to stand out. You got to do something different. So that's building organically. I think I'm getting off track a little bit, Vernon.
Hmm.
Vernon keeps me on track. So did I
No. No.
sway
I
too
think
much?
no. I think you're doing well there. I'd like to bring up a part of that too. It's funny. There's some experts that are out there talking about how they're going to be doing a conference, and I went to find this lady, and I couldn't find her on Facebook, which is cool because I'm older and I use Facebook a lot.
Right.
Here's the thing. Like even today, what we're doing today, I think this is one of those points that I'd like to make. Okay,
Yeah.
we've had glitches, we've had issues, we've had things going on. I used to sit back and try to make things so perfect. And I would start, and I've had people say, man, people need the content that you have. People need the information that you provide. They need to see you and they need to hear you. And I would always be so worried. I'd be like, well, there was something wrong here, something wrong there. And I would just spend all this energy on making it perfect and I would never do it. And so I think with anything, as you said before, do the work and do it. I mean, content is king. I mean, any type of content that you can put out about anything from housing market to the crash. We're talking about the shifted market. That's something we really wanted to accent on in this podcast, and we're going to talk a lot more about that because I mean, there's things right now that are happening that you and I both see that if we're not prepared for that as realtors, but we need to share that. I mean, I don't know what's so big deal about nothing's really proprietary. There's nothing really new
Yeah.
out there, so I don't know why people just try to hold on to things. So in my business, I spend a lot of time helping people. A lot of times people will contact me on social media because they see me. I had a breakfast this morning with a guy and coffee this morning, and he picked my brain, I picked his, and we shared like a lot of ideas. I mean, I don't think that most people are like, well, that's private because I'm the only one that knows that. No, there's probably 1,000 other people, 10,000 other people out there
Information
that
is
know
out
that.
there.
So why not? Why not be out there? Why not be one of the thought leaders? Why not be someone presenting information out there?
Right,
That's what I
right.
think you and I both do very well is we present information. We talk about our successes. We talk about our failures. We both have a weight loss story. There's things in this world that people are attracted to. And so from my marketing and from my
You resonate.
perspective,
You resonate with people.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I have a personal page that I put my son's football pictures and all that stuff on, all my family and friends. But you know what? I get very little attraction on that page for business because I kind of keep it out of there. I'll share things here and there, but on my business page, where I'm very intentional on my business page, I've got 500 people that follow me on there, but those 500 people are engaged. It's different.
I'm
I've
gonna
got probably 4 or 5 thousand on the other one, but no one really cares.
I'm gonna challenge you, man. I want you to buy
Hmm.
into what I said, what I'm doing. What I said,
Sure,
I'm not your boss.
sure. Hmm.
Tr- You know, I had a personal Facebook page, and I had
Hmm.
a not so personal Facebook page, and then I had a business Facebook page. What do I get out of
Hmm.
my Facebook page? Really, I get to see. My family's overseas. I get to see what my brother's doing today, his daughter, blah blah blah. So I say, you know what? Heck with my personal page. So I encourage you very highly, and I want you to try it. Let your personal page be your business page. Kudos to you. You're having a lot of stuff
Hmm.
because your son plays football at Central, right? Right.
Hmm. Yes, yes.
So you're
Hmm.
gonna relate with somebody who plays football. Just put your stuff in there. I don't put a lot of stuff, like I said. Just
Sure.
try to combine that, right? And then let me say this: you said Facebook is for old people. Old people buy, old people buy homes too. So I'm on Instagram.
Hmm.
I signed up for TikTok 2 years ago when I heard it was.
Hmm.
I don't know what to do on TikTok. Honestly, I signed up for it
Hmm.
just to be there. I'm
Sure.
putting some of the dumbest things in the world. I experiment with it. The
Hmm.
other day I put a picture of a house. It was a picture. There's no video, no nothing. I had more looks on it and likes, and I don't know why that house generated that
Hmm.
much stuff. So you
Hmm.
just got to experiment and be out there. But I strongly encourage you,
Sure.
have your personal
Hmm.
business because you're in North Knoxville, right? Central Bobcats, whatever people
Hmm.
are attracted to that stuff.
Hmm.
I'm a
Hmm.
soccer geek, so I put a little bit of my soccer, so all my
Sure.
soccer people want to relate to me and do business with me. But Betty, back on something you said, don't worry about the aesthetics of things, how perfect it looks. So, in journalism school, the most successful website in the world is something, and I don't want you to go there because it's not politics. It's a conservative website. It's called the Drudge Report. Have you heard of the Drudge Report? The Drudge Report, if you go into it right
Hmm.
now,
Hmm.
it's the ugliest looking website. It just has links. It looks like some DOS from the 90s, right? But it had 5 employees, an
Hmm.
owner and 4 employees. They were generating more hits than CNN, Fox, Time Magazine, all of them combined because of the content they
Hmm.
were putting. These companies had 2,500 employees to have the picture perfect, the audio perfect, and they will
Hmm.
love when the Drudge Report picked up a story from them and put it in there because their traffic went up. I think it got sold for like I
Hmm.
think 20 $30 million. So this is an
Hmm.
example of how content is king. Forget like this thing we're doing right now. I'm a perfectionist. I'm an OCD. You are too. I think you're OCD.
Hmm.
Are you? I don't know that. Are you
Yes,
OCD?
yes, very much
Okay.
so.
So
Hmm.
I want the picture to be
Yes.
perfect. Heck, it's bothering me that my head is chopped right now. But I sometimes let's put it out there and we'll perfect it later. I'm hoping the
Hmm.
content that we have is gonna help
Sure.
come from contribution and help people, and we're gonna have that audience, and we can do the perfection later. We're gonna hire some students at UT, people who know
Sure.
this technical stuff. But what we need to focus on is content. So if your content as an agent relates to that client, first
Hmm.
there's a I see tons on TikTok from mortgage people, realtors, blah 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 blah. I see hundreds, maybe thousands. There's a lady that caught my attention yesterday, and I will drop her name if I remember her name now. She is a local mortgage person, and she was talking. It was information I didn't know about. Her like how to reset your mortgage payment if you pay more principal. I have never heard any mortgage person talk about that. She was given important information. She said most lenders don't want to talk about that because they don't make money on it, but it benefits you. Holy cow! I followed her. Her content was gold, gold. So that's what we're trying to put here. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything right here. I may offend you. I apologize in advance. I'm very blunt. Vernon may offend you, but we're here to call it like it is. Like I said, if you're sensitive, don't listen to our show. But we're going to try and bring content, and as we go, we're going to try to bring people, experts in the industries. And by the way, you're never going to see, First Horizon Bank or Regions Bank. This show is not about pushing brands, right? If you notice, we're not going to talk about our company over here. The only logo you're going to see there is the Elevate Agent Alliance. That's something we're trying to build, me and Vernon, and that's going to be inclusive. Whether you're at Keller Williams, whether you're at call whatever, we're gonna try to get agents who want to learn and be part of this group. We don't care what color, what race, what if you're Democrat, Republican. If you're a good agent, want to learn, want to be part of this, that's the only logo you're going to see here. We're not going to advertise business. So when we get people over here from different industries, we're going to make sure none of their logos are flashing. We're going to put their name and their phone number if you want to contact them. But we want people to come in our show and give some good advice, like that lady that did yesterday that I never knew that, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. So with that said, again, I'm going on a tangent over here. Give me back on track.
Sure. So, I mean, in general, I think what we talked about today, to kind of sum some of that up. I mean, we obviously, it doesn't matter what system you're using if you don't do the work. It don't have to be perfect. It could be, like today, we've had a few things here and there, and we knew that going in today, and we were prepared for it. I think you can't be a secret agent. You got to be telling people all the time what you're doing. And on top of that, I believe without a doubt that people are attracted to us. They're not attracted to the brand. I can sit here and hold up a soda that is some other person's brand, but what people are attracted to is who I am and what I'm about.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people feel like they've got to attach their name to somebody else, or attach their name to a broker, or they got to attach their name to a company. And again, I was speaking to a young man this morning, just to reiterate our point about sometimes also when you're attracting people, sometimes not all good business is good business, and sometimes not all relationships are good relationships. This morning I was talking to a young man, bright young man, 21-year-old. He's really killing it in real estate. I wasn't really trying to recruit him to come and be a part of my team, but I said, hey, if you ever consider the company we're a part of, hit me up. He goes, well, I've actually been talking to someone else who resonates with me. He said, number one, you're so busy, you've got a lot of things going on, and that sort of thing. And you know what I also appreciate about this when it comes to attraction is the honesty. You say that you're blunt. I say it's being honest.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we don't do that enough. We don't just tell people sometimes what we're feeling and that sort of thing. So, remember that when you're out doing attracting and you're out, I always say, you can basically set yourself on fire and get people to come and look at you. But really, what are you going to do after that? This is not gimmicks. This is not us just doing something because it's a gimmick. And I made a post on Facebook the other day. Basically, there's one thing about drawing attention to yourself and like talking about all your stuff and doing all that, but there's also a thing that just draws people to you naturally, organically. And again, you pay for all this stuff and you can spend all this energy and time, going to training and whatever. But what I have found, even in my own personal life and in my business, if I don't do the work and I don't apply the things that I learned, like today, if someone took a nugget away today, the best thing they can do, turn off the podcast and go do the one thing that they learned today. Not try to do 10 or 12 things that you taught them today. Try to go just do one thing, do it well, get on social media, stop being secret about your life, tell others that what you do, talk about your personal life. A lot of people like my social media because everybody loves the before and after, so I find that drives a lot of content, the before and after. I have a before and after story of financial difficulty and ruin. We'll talk about that at some point and how I brought myself back from that. I mean, there's so many things out there that people are wanting to know about us. And so today, as I close this out and as I listen to this podcast and I listen to you today, I'm going to take one nugget away from this thing today and do it in my own personal life. And I would encourage everyone else to do that.
Yeah. Well said, well put together. And you can't be successful if you don't fail. You're right. So if failure is
Sure.
the best teacher of what not to do. I have failed. People see, like I said, we bring the Olympians. People see them winning the gold medal. They don't see the injuries they've had, the struggles they've had, the working out they had. I am on a weight loss journey like you did. I did the same surgery. Full disclosure, I did it in December. I've gained and lost and gained weight probably hundreds of
Hmm.
pounds, and I finally did the surgery because I felt I was getting out of control. But even with that surgery, I'm working out 5 6 days a week. I go up at 5 in the morning,
Hmm.
and I don't like the way I'm losing weight, but it's a marathon, not a sprint, so I know that, right? So
Sure.
we'll end with
Sure.
that. This was a very good
Hmm.
show. Hopefully we can see more stuff. We can have more people join us, and we would love to have
Hmm.
feedback from you guys. What we did good, what we did bad. We will not. I will not veer from what I'm going to do. This is going to be the blunt show. No sugarcoating anything. Like I said, if you want to learn something, if you have some ideas you want to share with us, we will be open. Eventually, maybe we're going to be doing live 1 to 2 live sessions here and there. But until then, that's it. We're going to end. Let's try our outro. Have a great day, everybody. We will be on. We're going to try. We're going to be on Mondays. Every Monday, we'll have this posted on social media every Monday at 9 o'clock. We were intending to do this yesterday, but with all the glitches we've had, we did it today, and so better late than never, right? So with all that
Right.
said,
Right.
have a great week, everybody. Vernon, you want to end with anything?
I think I'm good right now. I think you covered it well, and I just want to see folks join us and enjoy our podcast every week, and we're going to keep it real.
All right, go Vols, go Bobcats, go West High School Rebels. Am I still Rebel? I don't even know where I'm at. Go Farragut Admirals,
Sure.
wherever school you are.
Yes.
Go enjoy this week.
Sure.
It's football week. Football has already started. So, all right, guys,
Sure.
have a great day. Let me try to do the outro. Let's laugh at the outro here. Let's see if it works. All right,
Let's
Vernon.
see
We'll
if
talk to you
let's see
later,
if we can
buddy.
do this.
Let's go.
See you,
Here it
buddy.
is. All right, take care.